Good. We might not know each other, but can you hear the dryer in the background? Is it distracting? Is it annoying? Is it something that I should turn off? Can you hear the dryer? Can you hear the dryer in the background? Or is it fine? Let me know if you can hear the dryer and if it's distracting or if it's fine. And okay. 1 second. Let me get situated. All my ducks in a row. Hello, how are you on this Monday? I have 3 animals in this house, and doing readings is pretty tricky. All right. Hi, hello. Can you hear the dryer in the background? Is it annoying or is it okay? Let's change the lights. Georgie, what are you eating? The tripod? Oh, he's eating the tripod. This is life right now with a puppy. No, can't hear it. Okay, cool. What I'm trying to do is see how I can do readings in the future downstairs with this puppy. Right now my readings have been text and email. And that's my career. Georgie. Come here, baby. And so this is just like behind the scenes while I get situated with a new puppy. Try to see how this is going to work. And for that reason, my phone readings are like half off because the readings that I have had, everybody has been so patient with a puppy crying in the background. But I feel like if I'm downstairs, hi Holly, if I'm downstairs, it's not quite so annoying. But right now he's eating the tripod. So give me 1 second. It's also nap time. And I'm also getting upset because how am I supposed to channel spirit, help people connect? This is how it's going to be, puppy life. But hey, if you're watching, if you know me or don't, that's cool. I can pull an oracle card for you. Or you can let me know your favorite animal because this is my new deck. If your favorite animal is a giraffe, maybe there's something that's like a life mission for you, something to do with your heart. So while I'm getting situated and my puppy's situated, let me know what your favorite animal is. And I'm going to look at it in the deck. I'm going to show you what it looks like. A horse or a whale. Holly, my favorite animal is a whale, and that had a lot to do with frequency and sing-song. Look, harmony. That's really, really pretty. So maybe that's important to you in your life. Let's see if I can find a horse. We got chameleon, a wolf, a ladybug, a panda, an ant, a cat, a bear. If you hear your favorite animal, let me know and I'll show you what it looks like. My friends and stuff that I've been asking what their favorite animals are, it's very telling. It's very, I mean, this is what it looks like. The horse. Like my favorite animal is a lion, and leadership is such a strong theme in my life. So I think that that's really cool. Let's find the horse. Here it is. Horse, freedom. Is that really important to you, Holly? Freedom in your life? My niece's favorite animal is a horse, and I can already tell how that's very significant. The turtle, that was one of the first ones that I saw. Oh, look at the puppy dog. So pretty. Kind of freaky. A mole, phoenix, tiger, lynx, panther, giraffe. Resonates so much. Maybe I'll read the description for you, Holly. What did somebody just say? Turtle. Okay. Let's find that. I saw that one. And I pull that one often. It's really beautiful. The turtle means time. That's the last one that I pulled for myself recently, actually. Here it is. Look. Time. So maybe that's significant for you. Let's look at horse and whale. How are you doing on this Monday, on this random Monday? Use singing and music to harmonize your vibration and tune yourself. That's for the whale. The spirit of the whale asks you to harmonize with your environment. Everything is vibration. When you vibrate in tune with your surroundings, you blend and commune with them. You're more at peace, have more understanding, and more compassionate with the people around you. You also feel more grounded and present. Maybe that is specific for you in your life. And the horse, message from the horse: true freedom is about making decisions in a fully conscious way. You will then feel in control of your life again and be able to make the directions you really prefer. Someone said giraffe. Giraffe is your favorite animal? That's a really pretty one. Let me read the message from the giraffe. Follow your heart as it is your best counselor. It has all of the answers you will ever need. The giraffe has a lot to do with heart. Let me show you what it looks like. What are some of your other favorite animals, or your second favorite animals, or your kids' favorite animals, or your spouse's favorite animals? Look. That's cool. There's an owl. I think these are really pretty, the spirit guide animal deck. Let me ask you this. So if you, I'll read the turtle. If we're having a reading and we're connecting to your grandma in spirit in real time on the phone, and you hear a puppy noise like that in the background, does that bother you on a scale 1 through 10? That's why I haven't really been doing phone readings a whole lot, because I've had readings with other people, and I don't know if it's just me, but I will take notes of like, wow, this person's a minute late. They're 5 minutes late. I don't want to do it anymore. They have background noise. I'm not really feeling it. There's people chit-chatting in the background. I don't want to have a reading with this person. But are you guys that critical? Would the dog noises bother you? I'm just wondering. Because I feel like it would. I don't know. And for that reason, I was like, why don't I slash my prices in half because I have a puppy? And I'm like, that doesn't sit right either. So I don't know. The message from the turtle: slow down and take time to enjoy your life. Don't burn out your energy. The spirit of the turtle can show you how to slow down and take your time. Life goes faster and faster in our modern world. Paradoxically, taking time appears more and more as a waste of it. But why the hurry? Why run all day long at such a frantic pace? Are you afraid of being judged as lazy, boring, or useless, or even useless person? Or is it trying to avoid looking at issues you don't want to deal with? Holly, you said it would not bother you. Thank you. There's more to the whale and the horse. I'm happy that resonates. That's kind of negative, but I resonate with it as well. When I pulled the turtle card for myself last time, I didn't read all of that. I was just like, time. Okay, yeah, let me go deal with this puppy. It was like I had a second. But I'm really loving and enjoying puppy life. It's just, I didn't realize how much I put my life on hold happily. Let me read more of this turtle if you want, and I can also read more of the other cards if you're interested. Hi Alexa, what I'm trying to do is I want to do readings forever, continue doing them over the phone. And in my new house, I usually do them upstairs. But that's been a problem with this puppy, having him in the crate, out of the crate, with my dog in a small room while I'm on the phone, zoned out in the spirit world in the 4D. I don't have time to make sure that he's not eating stuff. He ate some and broke some of my mother and spirit stuff. So I'm moving readings downstairs, and thank you for bearing with me. I want to bring spirit energy more here. I want to make this normal for myself. I want to make this normal for the animals, and that's why I'm doing this live stream. But in the meantime, I want to share with you these spirit guide animal cards. So, puppies are a lot of work. Yes, negative. I do find myself needing to slow down. Let's read more of that, Turtle. Don't worry, the world will still go around, even if you stop running and walk for a while. Take the time to smell the roses. If you just scratch the surface of everything, you may miss many important experiences in your life by pacing yourself and being more diligent. You will pay more and more. You will pay attention more and more and be more mindful. Consciously slow down your body movements. Breathe slowly, eat slowly, speak slowly like the turtle. You will benefit from this gentler place, enhancing your health and well-being. Indulge in this, and in the end, you will realize that slowing down is a much better long-term strategy. Remember, slow and steady wins the race. So that's better. That resonates with me as well. Turtles aren't my favorite animals, but I saved one last week. And I have seen a lot of sea turtles in the ocean that makes me really happy. When you're on the phone, your dog and cat thinks they're talking to them. Have you seen those videos that's like, yeah, we're going to go to the park later and then we're going to have some ice cream and I'm not going to bring Cody. I do that sometimes. Moose, gorilla, elephant, eagle, dove, dolphin, crocodile. Or if there's an animal that you saw recently, we can look that up. I had a dream with an eagle, and then my boyfriend sent me a video of like an eagle. So that all happened this morning. I thought that was cool. The message from the eagle is fly high. Does that not disturb you? Does that distract from what I'm saying when there's puppy stuff? Fly high and observe the situation from a broader perspective. Holly, I don't know if you know me or if anyone who's watching knows about me, but I'm a psychic medium and I also channel spirit. I've been doing this work for almost 7 years now, I can say. I've been saying 6 years, but I'm pretty sure next month it will be 7 years. I started professionally doing readings like in November, but I was definitely giving readings for other people. So 7 years now, 7 years connecting to spirit. Yeah, you follow me? 7 years of, I wouldn't say uprooting my life, but kind of being like, how can I help? How can I serve? And so I'm excited about that. I was doing a lot of cleaning for Airbnbs, but I got out of that last year, or maybe it's been longer now. A card fell out. Let's see what it is. Maybe it's a synchronicity for somebody. This is the ant card. This is for me, community. I keep pulling this goofy ass card, and we actually have ants in the house, and it's a real trigger for me. It upsets me because when I was younger, when I was little, I had ants in my bed, and that made me feel that I was dirty, that I was gross. So I hate when I pull this card, but I'm going to read from it to see what it means. And this is like the fourth time that I've pulled this card since I had this deck. I also feel like some of my spirit guides are ants. I have seen them in the beginning, 7, 6. I remember I was sitting on a bed being like, there's an ant next to me, like a giant ant. And it's a really nice spirit guide, but I don't like it at all. And that was 2019 when I lived in my brother's house with him. So Solidarity is beautiful and rewarding. Do something for your community. I feel like this card is very much wanting me to get out into my city and help people and find people. But every time I do that, I just get so turned off. Where before I was like, yes, I know, Spirit, like I'm going to do that eventually. I pulled the mole card. But I'm just not sure. I really love you. We're watching ant farm videos yesterday. I really love being able to connect with anybody and everybody on the internet because it's so synchronistic. It's so beautiful. It's so broad. I pulled the pelican and the mole. So maybe this is for you. Pelican says movement. And the mole is introspection, which is kind of cool. The last card was community, so maybe Spirit's talking to me. Let me look up the message from the mole and the message from the pelican. Message from the mole. Look within to find your own answers. You can only heal what you are aware of. Know thyself. I like that. It's also a synchronicity for me because I didn't save a mole last week, but because it was already dead. But we do have mole holes in our backyard, and I kind of love them. The pelican, I think, is also a synchronicity for me because I don't know if you guys have pelicans where you are, but they definitely do where I am in Florida. So my puppy's getting into something. I thought you were napping. I also want to share with you the spirit guide messages, the downloads of what we're collectively going through today. And if you have a question, something that I can feel into, everything is just energy. I will set the scene and open up the space for spirit to come through. If you don't mind me, like getting up, like I want to refill the water. And I also need to get some sage so that I can do just that. But if you have a question, something about life or really anything, I would say like not... A lot of people, my number one question would be like, what's the message from my spirit guides? And I can tap in and share that with you. But I feel like a more specific question would be better. And did I look up the mole and the pelican? I think I looked up the mole. Let me see what the pelican, ooh, a hummingbird. Let me know what animals you guys have seen recently so we can see what the message was. Message from the pelican. It's time to bring some movement into your life so energy can flow freely. I definitely resonate with that. Okay, cool. Let me fill up my puppy dog's bowl and then I'm going to grab some sage and tap into spirit because spirit gave me a message this morning. Before I get out of bed, if I know I'm not going to have time to meditate, which is recently, I will tune into spirit and spirit will give me like a metaphor theme for the day or the next couple days. Ah! Oh, my puppy got into a cord. Unplug the lamp. I just plugged this lamp in. I was like, he's not going to mess with that. He is. He's such a baby. A lot of people have been telling me to crate train him, like seriously crate train him, basically leave him in the crate all day if we're not doing any like puppy training, eating, peeing stuff. Doesn't sit right with me. It triggers me, but I know that that is great. Maybe I can also tune in with him to see if that would be beneficial or not. I have a golden doodle. He's a 3-month-old golden doodle. Somebody couldn't keep him and gave us to him in a parking lot. They were driving around trying to find a home for him. And so this is his 3rd home, and having him cry it out in the crate is just not really, it's not really my jam right now. He is a good puppy when I can get him to nap time. But when I have readings a few times during the day, well, not recently, when I have stuff to do, like nap time's not always something that we can do every few hours. Well, actually, no, I lie. Nap time is something that we've been doing every few hours, but yeah, girls, gotta figure out how the universe is gonna support her with that. So, it's got water. use my incense sage. Okay, cool. Maybe let me center myself so that I can make sure that my dog is going to nap. Right now he's eating the chair. Thank you for being here. Hot Mess Express. Okie dokie. You just got ringing in your ears. That is awesome. I love that. I love the ringing of the ears. To me, it always feels like listen up. If it's on your left side or your right side, supposedly there is different meanings. It's like listen to what's going on outside of you or listen to what's going on inside of you. You have to see this. Can you see him? I guess when I threw the blanket down. That's where you're supposed to take a nappy nap. This is where you're going to nap, Georgie. He was stuck in the blanket. Okay. See, this is not how I want readings to go. Normally, I'll have my tea. I will have already saged. I will have already meditated and cleared the energy. I'm like tuning into your people in spirit like an hour before our reading. And this chaos is beautiful. I love it. But for trying to get back to my old life, it's not working. So I'm creating a new. Yeah, you don't miss a puppy training phase. My dog, who is a bigger black dog, Cody, you might have seen him, he was the worst puppy. But my house also had carpet, and so he peed and pooped everywhere. And I did readings on him, and I was like, it keeps coming up that he has sensitive stomach, but no, he doesn't. He eats blueberries and strawberries and bananas and kibble and treats, and that was messing up his stomach the whole time. So this puppy is a lot better. Georgie's a lot better, but it's still a lot of work. Okay. So, and ideally, later I'm going to go live on Facebook and probably embracing the puppy chaos because maybe we'll like that. But if you're watching, if you're interested, if you have a message for Spirit, I'm going to open up and say, Spirit guide, Spirit team, I'm asking that what comes through is clear and accurate, healing received with love, and everything that we are looking for. I'm asking if we approach the spirit world or the animal spirit world, I'm feeling called to say that we're protected by love and light. Thank you for allowing me to share this gift. Thank you for being here too. This is exciting and different and new. And Spirit has a lot to say. The message that I was getting this morning was, you know, when there's a really concrete figure, or picture yourself and you're like a heavy ass concrete figure. To move yourself like moving a mountain because you're a statue, that's going to take a lot of work and a lot of effort. Spirit was saying if you could only line up with what it is that you want, then Spirit is going to use its magnet or whatever to move you so easily right where you need to be. So all we need to be doing is feeling good and working on our stuff always. And what I mean by that, working on your stuff, is if you don't feel right, if you don't feel happy, if you don't feel good, if you don't feel safe, if you don't feel blah, 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 untriggered, that's things that you get to work on. My puppy is eating the tripod again. 1 second. And if you can just like embody who it is that you want to be, what it is that you want, Spirit was saying that they will do all of the heavy lifting, all of the work behind the scenes. So I just want to share that message with you. because I get collective messages every day and I forget to share them with anyone. So if you are just jumping on, Holly, you're still here. Thank you so much. But you can go do what you want to do. Unless you have a question, let me know. Oh, you said you would like to know who calls your name at 3 a.m. Okay, Holly. Let me do, well, I already got an answer right away, but let me try and narrow in on that for you. Holly, is your mom or someone in spirit? I'm seeing someone, when I like, not even tapped into that question, when I was reading that question, it was like someone with long brown wavy hair. But who's calling your name at 3 a.m.? I know that that's like a scary thing, but it could also be a guide. I know that sounds like a scary thing, but the energy feels like it's very loving. And when I tuned into that more for you, it's not that they're calling your name to like wake you up. It's that you're like open and receptive and sensitive to that. But I don't know if your mom is in spirit. It feels like that presence is around you. Someone who is motherly, somebody who is wanting. I'm like, I'm like coming back to reality. Like, how is that even possible if that's even a thing? But Holly, the energy that I feel around you is, actually, let me really try and hone in on that. So, your grandma was your second mom. Cool. I'm sorry for your loss. But that's cool because this energy is when, no, I don't want you to join and come be goofy. When you're growing up in your life and our mom like can't see, can't give us advice, it's like that energy. So do you feel your grandma around you? It's like they don't want to be missing out on your life, but they also want to give you the advice. They also want to give you the things like that a mom would. That's the energy that I feel around you. And Holly, it feels like that's ramping up because I hear like precipice. You're at a precipice of something, like making a decision, and maybe you feel like you're on a cliff because they're also showing me, you know, when you're on a cliff and you look down and you feel like you got vertigo, maybe you feel like you're being pushed to make a decision, but the decision that you should be making, it's like turn around and like listen to yourself, listen to your heart. So I don't know if that resonates with you, Holly, but I would say that your loved ones are definitely around. Your spirit guides are probably also trying to get your attention just so that you can like be the best version of you in these super exciting, wild ass times that we're in. But Holly, if I tuned into your energy more, if that's okay, I don't know. I feel like why not? It feels like your guides also want you to, I would say, maybe we're okay with handling like blunt stuff, Holly, because I'm also hearing step up. But what they mean by that is, you know, when we see like synchronicities, 1111 and butterflies and this, it's like, what are you going to do about that? Are you going to take that to the next level, or are you going to keep saying like, oh, I saw 1111 today. It's 222. You said that keeps coming in my cards, the decision, but I don't know what it is. Thank you so much. Maybe we can narrow in on it. It's a decision that I would say it would be cool if it was something about intuition, about listening to you. It feels like it's a decision. Who, when you were like at your all-time happiest, or maybe you are now, it's reconnecting to a piece of yourself that we lost or that we forgot. The free, the I can like kind of get it. It's I don't know how old you are, Holly, but maybe in our 30s or so, we felt free. We felt unstoppable. And it's not that the circumstances like allotted you that freedom. It was like we gave ourselves that permission. That's like the energy of what I feel that we're missing. When your guides show me like you're standing on a cliff and all there is to do is jump. No, there's not. There's like go back in time or go back and revisit something, forgive yourself, listen to yourself, and like bring them up to the forefront. Feels like the message for you, Holly. And if it were cool to connect with the person in spirit for you, I don't know if that's them with like long brown hair. It feels like their hair is much shorter. Um, I get a lot of love, and I also feel that there's things. This is so silly. I'm like coming back like this is so silly, but there's also things that is she your mom's mom as well? There's things that she wished that she could have said that she feels that it would smooth over. Being silly for you, Holly, and like taking this as a big deal. I could hone in on that message, that energy. It makes me a little bit emotional, and logically it's like psychically, actually, I can feel like, no, there's nothing left unsaid. Like, we loved each other, everything was fine. But there are things from her that she wishes, and I'm not just saying that to say that. So you can sit in meditation or ask her to visit you in your dreams. Anybody can do this. Anybody can connect with their people in spirit so much more than I can. But I can just like be that bridge if you needed. There's things that she wished she would have told or said to help guide you so that we wouldn't be feeling a certain way. It's like she feels if she could have said those things and things would have been easier and smoother for you. And I don't think that it's too late for her to say those things, but I want you to know that there's nothing anybody could or couldn't say that's going to make that should or could make you, mess up on life or make like extra mistakes. So everything is really, really perfect. I feel like she just really wants to be there for you at this time and the year before and the year before to because she sees everything. She sees your struggles and if we're crying, if we're upset, but she wants to be like watching and enjoying you living like your happy days and your happy years. It's on a scale of 1 through, I'm not going to do that, but like it's a little bit of, we could always connect and reach out to me in a private reading. But like, I would even say, like, if money is something, like, let's do that half off. Because I want you to know, like, all of the happy things, and I want you to know that she's at peace and that she's okay. And same for all of our loved ones. But there are things that she wants to get off of her chest. And I don't know if she also has a husband in spirit with her. It's not that she's not good or not fine. I don't know if you have siblings as well, a younger brother. But yeah, she feels like my mom, even though she's your grandma, that wishes they could like finagle and do things and reach people more, maybe especially the son. I'm sorry for making you cry, Holly. It's all love. I was gonna say on a scale of 1 through 10, it's like a 6 or a 7 that she wants to talk to you. I don't know why I said that or like why I think that would be okay to say. I feel like on a scale of 1 through 10, most of our people in spirit, it is like a 9 that they talk to us to make sure that they know that everything is okay. This card wanted to fall out. Eagle, higher vision. Maybe she has like a higher vision for you, like something that you're not seeing that she could really help you out with. And for anyone that's watching, if you do want a reading with me, just like message me and I'll throw on some kind of crazy discount just because that's silly. And I appreciate you being here and like trusting in me on this Monday where you have better things to do. I do free live readings as well on my Facebook page, Jamie the Intuitive. And once I can get my puppy stuff under control, awesome, Holly. I'm going to do that more regularly. Actually, the last time I did a Facebook live on the last time I did a live on Facebook was the day before we got our puppy. Yay, you're in my fan club now. Okay, let me see if I missed anything. Yes, a younger brother. Ooh, Lindsay, what's your favorite animal? Or what is that, a turkey? Generosity. Let me know your favorite animal, and I'll show this card while I'm chit-chatting about something else so that it's not all so boring. Or if there's an animal that you saw recently, or, whatever, maybe there's a message. Caitlin, I too would love to connect with my person. Are you still here, Caitlin? Do you want to? Dragonfly. Let's look up the dragonfly. Dragonfly is such a good animal, but I'm not sure if that's in here. Actually, let me just look in the book. Because the book is ABC order. Caitlin, okay, yeah. Caitlin, I'm gonna try and connect to your energy. Who? I don't see dragonfly in here. What's your second favorite animal? They have a spider. Caitlin, what I usually do is ask for their name, but I'm gonna see who is your person for you that you're wanting to connect with. I'm gonna I'm just gonna get into your energy a little bit, Caitlin. Caitlin, what's your favorite animal too? Maybe that card will come out. I just saw a wolf and a hummingbird. Is it a spouse? Caitlin, okay, so first I feel your guides around you and they're very tall. They're very galactic. Are you into that? Hi, Jennifer. Sea turtle. Let's see if I can find a sea turtle. Oh, you said hummingbird. Caitlin, what did you say yes about? I'm sorry. Where'd that hummingbird go? Hummingbird joy. Hi, Cassie. What's your favorite animal? Spouse. Okay, yay. Did they have darker hair? So when I first tuned into their energy, I was getting emotional, but now it feels like it's bittersweet, like that it's happy. And this person feels, where they have a bigger build, Caitlin, and did they have dark hair or did they wear beanies? Did they listen to like alternative rock? I think of like Blink 182. I'm just asking you these questions because I don't know, there's a lot of other energies going on. I was tuning into your spirit guides and that felt like it was important. They felt very like spacey and that they were walking in circles around you. I don't know what that's about. That could be like protecting you from something, from energies, or that could be like wanting you to do something and move. I feel like it's wanting you to do something and move and like shift. You said dirty blonde. Well, did they wear like hats? I wonder. This person had dark features. So let me see. And I'm like having a hard time shaking this person. Okay. But were they also into cars? I don't want to be like cliche or mean or rude or off. I mean, off is totally fine, but like off base and be like watches. They care about like the finer things, nicer things. I get a lot of jokes. And did they also call you honey? Because I was hearing something that's like, I'm okay, honey. It feels like you connect to them a lot. You think, obviously, like you think of them a lot, but like consciously every day, like before you're going to bed. And the messages that I get from them is like a bunch of jokes, but also reassurance that things are good. And I keep coming like in and out, like this is so fragile and like personal. Anything that has wheels. Okay, cool. Hats, yes. Okay, cool. Yay. That helps me open up a little bit more. That helps them to open up a little bit more. I really like the energy here. It's big hugs. It's real warm. It's nothing that ever left you. They never left you. There's also like, they're saying like, I gave you everything, and maybe that's keepsakes, maybe like a house. Hopefully that's true. It feels like you could never forget them because everywhere you look, there's like, I don't want to say memories because that's sad and I'm really sorry for your loss, but like there's things everywhere. And I wonder if that's true. Like, did they give you the world? I hope that that's true. I hope that they did give you the world and that they were able to give you the world. You do have everything. Yes. Yay. I was like, if they left you nothing and, you know, no home, no nothing, that would be upsetting. But, so let's see. I don't want to get emotional, but I really love, I don't know. I really love what I do. So if there were messages that they have for you, or if there's questions that you have, Caitlin, let me know. I'm just gonna see like what's at the top of their mind. Do you guys also do you have kids together? Do you have kids? Did they have kids? Or like is it like someone else's kids? It feels like there's a lot of love there. Is it someone else's kids? Um, there's also a lot of what a great job you like were doing. I think that you're still doing a good job, but like for a specific something, for a specific time, for a specific event, like you did a really good job. The energy behind that is when you thought that you were drowning and failing and like what else can go wrong and what else can I get messed up? Pregnant. I was gonna ask you if there was a job loss, you know, did you feel really like guilty and accountable for like something there, like you not sabotage something, but like because of you something didn't work out? It feels like with that, it feels like that's what he's talking about, doing a really good job handling everything. But with pregnancy, you know, that could be a really good job. Hey D, that could be a really good job handling everything. Right now we're connecting to Caitlin's spouse, but if you have a favorite animal, let me know. I'm also pulling cards, you know, while I'm chit-chatting. This person sees everything and they're happy, they're excited for you. They're very prominent with you in your dreams, almost like a spirit guide, almost like you're expecting, you're waiting for them to show up in your dream, and they do. I really like, this is really sad. I don't know why I would say that. Hi, Taylor. I'm gonna say this, that's sad. It might choke me up, it might break me, but sometimes we gotta say the heavy stuff and the nice stuff. I feel like you really miss his voice, and like connecting with him in this way and in your own way through your own practice, it's gonna like scratch that itch because you know that he's still talking to you. Even though you can't like hear it, you're receiving it and you're getting it. And it feels like that's important, that you stay open to like his magic and like the words that he has for you. I think you would understand like what I mean by that, but that feels like it's helpful. That feels like it's that he still has advice for you, that he's still in your ear, you know, telling and guiding you to do things. And so like listen to that and for look for that. I was like, I'm hearing the words look forward to that, but it was no, look for that. That helps, Caitlin. And of course, if anyone watching wants to do a private reading, let's like send me a message and like let's do something that's like super discounting, because this is nice and chill, but lately readings have been very scarce because I'm afraid that my puppy's gonna be like acting like a little shit. But if like you're okay with that, then we'll have a great reading. We'll have a good time. It's not gonna distract me. I'm always gonna be able to like connect back to spirit. I just feel bad for the person on the phone or the person in the video that's like, girl, get your shit together. Because my puppy's got a mind of his own. Did you guys send in your favorite animals? Caitlin, you said all the time. Yay. For everyone, like everyone in spirit is okay, no matter how they passed away. The most thing is they just wish that they could connect with us and talk to us and like help fix things. They never stop talking, they never stop communicating, and they're not going to if you stay open to it, which I feel like is what we're supposed to do. I feel like 100 years ago, 50 years ago, however long, we were told like that's wrong. But on the other side, all of your people are like, please, like we're supposed to stay in communication and connection and contact. But it's like, I don't know, the bad people didn't want that to happen. That's Marianne. Dee, you said, okay. What's your favorite animal? Oh, yeah. Tell me your favorite animal, because like if it's a peacock, the peacock says spirituality, and that might mean like a really big meaning or like lesson, like lifelong something. And that'd just be cool to like know, you know? Or if there's an animal that like you keep dreaming of or you keep seeing, that would be cool too. Keeping it classy. Cassie, you shared the live so many times. I was doing this like just for fun, just being like, what's my puppy gonna do if we do a live stream? What's the worst that's gonna happen? Okay, let me see. Taylor, you said I did a session with you a few years ago and I loved it. Plan to do another one soon. Yay, Taylor. I can't wait to connect with you. And even though I don't remember, my memory is kind of shit. I can like recognize the energy. So when we do get on the phone, I would be excited. Ooh, sea turtle and cats. I saw both of those. I have a golden doodle. A seal? I don't know if I saw that one, Cassie. How much are my readings? They're 10% off right now, so they're like $100 or $200. No seal, a salmon. But if you're watching this, we can do like half of that off because I was supposed to have jury duty today and I blocked off today, tomorrow, and the next day in case my jury duty ran 3 days late, 3 days in case it was a really big case and they really wanted me to be there. But I was going to tell them that I was a psychic and you probably don't want me on the jury duty case, but I was excused anyways. So we're looking for a sea turtle. Here's a cat. Independence. I know that that's a theme for you in your life, Dee. Let's read what that's about while I'm also looking for... Oh, I just pulled out a turtle. We were just reading about the turtle. The turtle was about time and taking your time, but also forgiving yourself for like not feeling lazy. Like, what's the big rush? That might be a theme for you. Cats. I know somebody that their favorite animal is a cat. It might be my boyfriend. That's like, it's a guy. It's like, hey, what's your favorite animal? It's a kitty cat. Like, that's so cute. Cats, independence, message from the cat. You are a self-sufficient and sovereign being. You don't need to depend on anyone or anything else to achieve happiness in your life. That is so fitting, Dee. Let me read more. Look at a cat and you will immediately feel what its spirit expresses, total self-confidence and independence. If this cat card shows up, it may be time to connect with this energy. Of course, cats can give us great gifts of loves, and some cats can be very social too, but in their core being, they are always self-sufficient and sure of what they want and don't want. There's more, but that's really cool. I feel like our favorite animals are not random at all. I know that fits you so much. Sea turtle. Can we channel celebrities? Yeah. We have together before, Dee. But yeah, that's such a weird, different energy because I would channel Tupac and Robin Williams and Elvis. And I felt like I got too deep down that rabbit hole that it was never really them, it was their consciousness. Because I did also at the same time see that they have different lives going on where, let me think of the example. One of the first times that I was like, whoa. There was somebody that I was like, you lied to me. You're still living. It's not Tupac, which is obvious. I feel like Tupac's still living, but it's not Robin Williams, but there was somebody that I was like, this is a smoke show. It was someone silly, like, I really didn't love the energy of the Snape guy from Harry Potter. It was something like that. Okay, but anyways, but yeah, I can try. Having the independence, yeah. You know, maybe it was Elvis. Maybe it was Elvis because I actually made a video defending him, and that kind of feels like it's, yeah. And I was like, okay, celebrities are out the window. But yeah, we could if you would like to. If you guys have a question, let's get some more spirit questions going. That's really fun. My intention for this was also to make this normal for my dining room. I'm getting to do readings downstairs instead of in my whole reading room yoga room slash office. I have 2 dedicated rooms for doing psychic readings, and none of them are really working out with a puppy. So I'm just gonna have to do it out in the open like this, like I used to do years ago. And I want to make sure that like I can connect to spirit and get it flowing, and that it's cool to be downstairs down here. Yeah. Because when I used to do readings, it was like everybody in spirit, but there was a celebrity in spirit that was like snooping around my house. It was a woman. It wasn't Whitney Houston. It wasn't Betty White. It might have been Princess Diana that I was like, ugh. I remember being like, I don't have Christmas decorations. This is so embarrassing. Princess Diana is like behind me, like looking at curtains that I don't even have. So having spirit, I don't know. This just feels like open and intimate on a different level. Doing readings in like a totally different part of my house, and like inviting spirit like 6 feet away from my bathroom. Cassie. D, yeah. D, we had lots of readings, I feel. I remember your energy. I remember us being like, you're my soul family. We're friends now. I've done that to a few of you guys. I'm like, oh my God, we found each other. Cassie, may I have a reading for a friend's friend that passed away named Paxton? Yeah. How would I connect to that? So I would set the intention to connect with Cassie's friend's friend named Paxton, who, you know, I'm thinking of the Pet Cemetery Paxton guy. How would I'm gonna connect to you to connect to your guides and see if we can like jump from there. That's how I do pet readings, like animal readings, like connect to you to connect to them, connect to your heart. I feel like that would work. I'm not sure if I've ever done that in the past in a reading. I'm sure that I have. But so Cassie, let me see what's going on with your guides. Cassie, do you feel, yeah, connected to like ancient Greece? Like, did you watch the movies Hercules when you were little and really loved them? Like the Greek gods? Are you into like Italy, France, grapes, and all of that? The feeling that I get from your spirit team is, how would I explain this? It's like when in Rome. Do you have like a travel bug sometimes? Your spirit guides are very etheric, are very almost like heavenly, which is why I think of Hercules, Greek gods. The energy behind them and like what they want you to do is like lift up. Something to do with reading, but actually, that's cool. So your guides are showing me like reading where the pages are flipping by themselves. And so I'm wondering if like you ever do speed reading, or if like you thought about speed reading, or if you're a bad reader and that's like a trigger for you. Because the energy that they want you to know is like, I see pages flipping like this. And it's like you already have can already access all of the answers that you need. And I feel like your guides want you to like stand up, be up, and like make that connection to spirit like through your crown chakra. Okay, now I'm gonna try and jump ship and see like, okay, spirit guides, while we're talking about that, what about her friend's friend whose name is Pax? And for that energy, I'm wondering if they passed away, like, you know, when someone's like overseas and they pass away, I'm wondering if they passed away that was obviously like unexpected, maybe even a little bit like unannounced, like this person didn't know for a little bit. I'm still trying. And also, did this happen fresh, Cassie? Let me see if you're saying anything. You love Italy. Passed away 2 weeks ago, very tragically. Okay. The reason that I asked if this was fresh was it feels like they're in there's different levels in the spirit world where maybe they already had their services, but before when people have their services and their funeral, they're like in this like waiting space, which is perfectly fine. They can still interact and do everything, but it's like they have their training wheels for like what they can do in the spirit world. The next level would be like meeting and greeting all of their loved ones and stuff, and then doing like their life review stuff. Right now, it still feels like limbo, which is totally perfectly fine. I feel like my mom was in limbo for years just because kids, you know. I also have like weird sensations on the back of my neck. I want you to know, or them to know, your friend, that they are okay. They are really trying to like come through and be there for them. I don't know if they were kids as well, but all of this is still like a little bit unjust. I have goosebumps on my arms, but it's not like the good goosebumps. It's the I do think of the words like injustice. I do think of like this being uber like unfair for right now, and like because of that it feels like they want to smooth things over. um so I don't know if you have follow-up questions, or hey, if your friend wants to get on the phone with me for free, we can do that too. If she wants to send me a text, I'll do a free like text reading for her or a free email reading for her. um or you can do that with me and we can pass on the messages, because it does feel like there's personal things about like their passing and like why they passed, but it also feels that there's bigger things that they want them to know. What they want, it feels like wife to know, is they're going to be okay. Where it feels like they're absolutely not going to be okay, they are going to be okay. They're still going to be pulling strings for them, and they're like trying to make like this right, trying to make this work, is what I actually heard. All teens, his family lost him. It was a horrible accident. I'm so sorry. Okay, let me see. Yeah, Dee, I got you. Okay, I can do that for sure. They are younger and they are struggling. Yeah, Kelsey, just hit me up. Um, Honestly, if anybody wants to hit me up for anything, like my messages aren't flooded anymore. So I hope that helps. I know that we all have crazy ass things going on, and it's not so taxing for me to connect to spirit. If there's anything else from them, it also feels like time is of the essence as well. It feels like it's important. And I also have a weird sensation like here. It's like heart, but also throat. I think that has something to do with passing. And I'm trying to be like, is there any messages that we could like pass on and like that will keep us like good for now? But there's a little bit of urgency where it's kind of like cloudy. I'll give you a good example. You know when that's a terrible example. I felt like I had a good example where everything's just like stirred up and it's like crazy right now. That's what it feels like. Where I'm like, okay, what can we say that's like gonna whatever? And it's like there's too much going on right now, like from them, that they want everybody, like all hands on deck, to like help and heal and see. But there is like an urgency thing where somebody's not like feeling right. You know how people are like, I couldn't survive or live without you. Let's make sure that everybody can like know that they're going to be okay and that they can live without somebody else. Okay, that's the reason that I felt like, hey, Alexis. That's the reason that I felt like, oh, it's a little bit urgent. His best friend is struggling so bad they were in the accident together. Yeah. Um, let's keep them. The person who's struggling, I feel like in the future they're gonna get like signs, and this is gonna like turn their life around in a positive way. But for right now, it feels like they're underwater and their like thoughts are not the thoughts that we want to be having. So I don't know. I'm having a hard time like letting go, Cassie. I hope they're going to be okay. Everyone's going to be okay. I'm going to ask my spirit guides and the angels to help them and be with them, and anyone that's here watching and needing some sort of support or assistance or guidance, that your angels and your spirit guides are also all hands on deck taking care of you. Remember, sometimes all you need to do is ask. Say, can somebody help me out here? Or spirit guides, spirit team, I acknowledge that I have spirit guides. If you could please pull some strings and show me some exciting signs to get this ball rolling, to make sure I'm on the right path and in the right direction, I would love that. Just like talk and say whatever feels that you need to say. In my spiritual awakening, a lot of people said like, oh, you can say that in your head. But when I started doing this work, I started telling everybody like, out loud or in your head, but preferably out loud. Like say things out loud because that gives them more meaning. That gives it more oomph. Let me do this puzzle. Okay. Okay. Feel like I found you for a reason. Hope someone's trying to come through. Let me know your favorite animal and I'll show you that card. There's a few people that I wanted to get to real quick. But yeah, we're just chit-chatting. I do psychic medium work and I have for the past almost 7 years. And I just jumped on here to see how live streaming would go with my new puppy. But I feel like my voice and the spirit energy put him to sleep. So yeah. You're welcome, Cassie. Okay, I missed a lot. Okie dokie. Okay, all caught up there. Kelly, can I get a reading from my mother-in-law, Kay? Okay, Kelly. Sometimes I'm like, Spirit, you can't work that fast. But let me backtrack and make sure I have and explain and share the right person for you, Kelly. Yeah. This person reminds me of the mom from The Parent Trap. The energy feels beautiful but hovering. Did she, you said like mother-in-law. Yeah, mother-in-law. So I'm wondering if she, how would I explain this? Hovering in the way of always wanting to help out, always wanting to give like tips and advice and like, yeah, I got you. Did they love being in your life? And sometimes was it a little bit too much? Me coming back to reality is like, that's cliche mother-in-law, Jamie, but it's not too much and it's not overpowering. And also I see a lot of like jewelry. Did they care about jewelry? And were they friends with your mom? Let's see what else. Connecting to Kelly's mother-in-law, Kay. And honestly, I'll share this with you. Well, no, why would I share that with you? They're like in my room next to my bed. So let's see. If there were messages that she had for you, that will help me and her like open up and jive even more. The first thing that I hear, which is obvious and silly, but it's that you're doing a good job and that you're doing everything okay. That feels like a little bit of a joke. And I'm going to scroll down and read like what you're saying to be like, oh shit, wrong person completely. Or like, okay, yay, let's keep this going. But when they say like you're doing everything okay, it's not really even a joke. It's not a jab at all. It's more, I mean, maybe just me reading their energy and that's like the truth. But it's like good instead of okay. So okay, I'm getting like, oh shit, you should have said that, or I should have said that, but everything like is okay, meaning like everything's okay. You're doing everything okay. If you were thinking about them and I hear the word like judgment, you know, if you were thinking that you were making like the right decisions for them and if they're watching you, that feels like that's the answer like for that question. Specifics. Let me see if there's anything I can specifically grab onto. It feels like they're a funny lady. Did they transition of a cancer or something? Were they, I'm wondering if they wore wigs or hats, because it feels like I can see them doing the motion of like always wanting to like make sure like that they're put together and that it's good. Let me see what you're saying, Kelly, if anything sounds like her. Thanks, Cassie. Puppy is so cute, Alexis. Okay, yes, Cancer. Okay. Okay, when she was showing me the hat thing, did you, I feel like this is a no, but who knows? Who cares? Did you guys ever go like mudding or like camping where she was like outside getting dirty and wanting to do like fun things and like be spontaneous and like do fun things with you, but like it wasn't her thing at all? It felt like that's the visual of what she's showing me when she's like pulling on her hats or whatever. Okay, if there were a message from her to you, let me see what that would be. Or maybe even to Sun. I'm wondering about grandkids. The feeling that I get, the energy, you know, is all love. How would I explain what I want to share? Okay, so you know when we do things that are like not, that are very out of our norm and not the way that we do things, we would normally do things, not the way that like someone thinks that we should be doing. It feels like the things that you've been doing, she's watching, she's approving, and you're like surprising her. So maybe you're like really changing things up. Maybe you're being really different, like we're brushing our teeth with our left hand now. It's all of those like little changes that she sees that she's like pleasantly surprised, it feels like, for me. And she's also very close to you, like interactive with you in your life. So keep that energy, keep that memory alive. And I feel like somebody else, maybe younger, maybe a kid, maybe a puppy or something, is helping like keep her energy, her memory alive. And I love that for you guys. So it almost reminds me not of reincarnation, but when she transitioned, it's not like, and that was that. When she transitioned, like something came back around. Where for me, I have a familiar story that like when my mom's passed away, like my sister had a little girl that's really very much like her. And I don't think it's reincarnation, but it's the little girl, my niece, really keeps her like memory, her message, her energy alive. It feels like that. And I really love that for you. And I hope that that's true, Kelly. Hi, Crystal. Crystal, did I already ask you what your favorite animal was? You said my son was born right after she passed. Yay. What was I gonna ask you, Kelly? Kelly, it was something like about that. It was something about Sun. Like, if I were you, I would do this. Help Sun keep like her energy, her memory alive. Talk to her out loud, in your head if you must, but like most of the time out loud. She feels fresh and like invigorating for you, and I want her to be like that fly on the wall for you guys in your life. The other people that we've connected to in spirits, they were like urgent messages, but this is a like always keep you around energy. This is a how we have new neighbors, you know. I don't know why like it feels like that, but maybe you do have new neighbors and like this is a synchronicity. But when we get new neighbors, it's like, oh well, they're there, they're gonna be there, and we're gonna like get used to each other being there. That's what I feel from like your mother-in-law. Maybe she's not like in your house because you wouldn't like that. Maybe she's like in your neighbor's house, or just like her energy is like there and hanging around, and I like that. It feels like it's good for you and everybody. Let me know if there's any questions that you have for her. I'm also wondering if you guys did or do a lot of like sporting things for maybe younger kids. I don't know if your son is young or old enough for that, but it feels like that's something that she would be very much like down for. And maybe she did that with her son as well. While we're talking about that, there's a lot of things that she has to say to her son that is like, Ooh, I'm a good example. Like, I get really caught up in the puppy chaos where I'm like, before I started this live stream, I was like, I'm gonna cry. I would like to cry because I don't have time to put mascara on. And I get like caught up in that stuff. It feels like she doesn't want her son to like get caught up in things, and that she wants him to see the memories that his son is going to like keep. And so don't be all like flustered, and don't be trying to push the fast forward button. Like, really like enjoy all of that and the little stuff, I feel like, is what she wants you to know. I hope that helps, Kelly. Thank you for trusting in me and letting me get into your business a little bit. Isabel, right now my readings are 30 minutes or 60 minutes. Right now they're over the phone, but later today or whenever, I'm gonna add Zoom back on there. Just because I feel, I don't know, I feel like that's what Spirit wants. So in my reading, we can connect with anything. There's nothing off limits, you know. I'm not a doctor, but if you have an issue going on, I can help with your guides and your spirit team and your people in spirit figure out what's going on with any area in your life. And I also connect with animals living or animals in spirit. I love that very much. It's always emotional, and sometimes your animals living will tell me a lot about yourself instead of like about themselves. But yeah, that's just what I offer. D. I'm glad that helps, Kelly. Oh, I see your comment now, D. Dolphin. Crystal, I just had the dolphin card. Tay. Yeah. I'm gonna get to everybody. Thanks for being here. Okay. D. Who are my guides and ancestors and their messages for me? Let me see. I feel like we have 1,000 people in our spirit team. It's always really cool because it's like a theme where sometimes they're very like galactic alien-like, sometimes they're very ancestor-like, sometimes they're very scientist-like. So spirit guides for you, D. Let me connect to your energy. Oh, you have like Hecate or somebody. I don't know if it's specifically Hecate, but you're guarded. I was feeling like somebody who's a goddess reminds me of Hecate was being like, and I'm like, I'm cool, we're friends. Went on past them. You have a lot of women ancestors. You have a lot of people that are cheering you on and wanting you to speak up, fight for your voice. I don't know if you feel like you've had to fight for your voice or you're still fighting for your voice, but it feels like that's the theme for you to overcome. I know that I know your energy well because like we jive. So the thing that I was going to say about that, D, was I know that there are a lot of things that you are overcoming. And so when your guide said this, I was like, hey, that's insensitive. But your guides were like, you're the only one that's in your way. The reason that I'm like, hey, that's rude is because I know psychically, because we're friends, even though you might not remember me, that there are outside stuff. I actually don't know a damn thing about your life, but I can get from your energy, like, I don't know, an imprint. There's like physical things going on in our setting, in our day-to-day that are obstacles and stuff. But your guides are like, no, these are obstacles that you're putting up for yourself, like for success, for you to overcome. So have you ever seen like the Truman Show or, you know, the Matrix or whatever? Think like all of that's silly. All of that's made up. Like you ain't real. I'm not real at all. This is projection of your consciousness so that you can overcome and do like what you need to do. And it feels like what you need to do, like in this moment, you know, I'm sure we're working on different things throughout our life all the time, but it's taking your power back and being that voice for yourself, for your ancestors, being that change and lineage breaker. Yes, of course, but it's more of a generational thing, like you're the light keeper in the family, and so you need to shine that light. How you shine that light is something to do with your voice, is something to do with singing. Are you already singing? Do you need to be singing more? Do you need to be singing in a different way that's like actually getting your frequency or your tone out there? I feel like, yeah, I mean, maybe we do like fun like humming singing, I'm not sure because I don't know your life, but it feels like let's turn the volume on that times like 10. You need to get like your essence out there. Not because like if you don't blah, 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 and I don't even like saying the word need, but it feels like specifically for you, like that's like what propels everything into a forward motion, because that's all we're waiting for, is like things to be like propelled. So hopefully that's helpful. Rhino, bear, panther, Crystal, I'm looking for that dolphin for you. No, that's the horse. And let me know what you think about that, Dee. If you have follow-up questions, let me know if you have a favorite animal that I haven't shown you or read the animal theme yet, because those are fun. Where is this dolphin? Okay. Crystal, you know what a dolphin looks like. It's a really cute card, but message from the dolphin. Play is an essential part of your life. Have fun. The spirit of dolphin wants to play with you. Are you going to honor this invitation? If the dolphin connects to you in your spread, if the dolphin comes to you in your spread, you may have been much too serious recently. Do you consider life to be an endless list of things or even chores to do? Do you consider yourself on a mission where pleasure and play have little to no place? Do you get lost in everyday life issues, forgetting to relax? It may be time to understand that play is not a luxury. It is essential to a balanced life. That sounds really cool, Crystal. That sounds like you, but it also sounds like you've been doing that, playing a heck lot more. Tay, either grandparent. Okay, Tay, if you're still here, let's see. Okay, Tay, what's your very last question? What do they think of me about spiritual business and getting into music? Fuck yeah, absolutely, but let's see what they think. It feels like, yeah, that you think it's your idea, but it feels like they were leaving you crumbs to like do things and like putting things in place for like speakers, like computer speakers, for you to do that. So yeah, give yourself permission, or like permission's already given, like go ahead and do that. That sounds fun. But know that, like, don't compare yourself to anybody, because you're reinventing, you're changing, you're turning up the volume to something like a different way of music. Be super creative, or like, I don't know if you smoke, but like smoke and be like, the reason that I think that is, don't just make music and put it out there. Maybe there's sounds around your house, or maybe there's like, didn't you make a video that was like, it's raining so hard or something? Like maybe there's rain sounds that you can put in your music. It's very fresh, it's very unique, it's very original. You know, when somebody hears something new and is like, what is that sound? We never heard that before. And it's like outside nature. That feels like it's specific and it's important for you to just like push the reset button, being like, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to do it my way. I hope that helps. Butterfly. I don't know if that is in this deck. Butterfly, it is. Metamorphosis. Isabel. Let me show you the butterfly. And then I'm going to connect to someone's grandparents. When I saw your question, I felt like we could get both of them. So give me just a second. Well, let me read the message from the butterfly. Don't be scared of change. Your transformation will ultimately bring you more happiness and freedom. We can revisit that, but I hope that helps. Yay! Okay. Welcome. Tay. Okay. Tay, I'm going to connect to your energy, and I'm going to see what's going on with the people in your field. They remind me of people that I know. I'm like, no, that's not Betty and Carlisle. Okay, Tay, let's see what's going on with your guides. Tay, yeah, you have a different theme. It's like your guides are coming from the left, where other people's guides, I don't know, are coming from the right. So, Tay, your guides want you, something about like fresh energy. It's not push the reset button. It's not do things differently. It's kind of embrace change, like the other person's butterfly card. But it was like be totally different, reinvent yourself. Feels like what your guides want you to do. Maybe that's why they're coming from like left field instead of where everybody else is. I could sense their guides. Let me see what else. Maybe you're like on a new endeavor or a new adventure, like you really desperately need one. I also feel the intuition to like look into like, it's not birth chart. What's the other one where it's like INFJ? Look into like all of the spiritual fun personality quizzes and archetypes. Learn more about yourself and your soul and your like nature and your truth. Do like meditation if you haven't already. I assume that like that's what we've all been doing for the past decade, because what else is there to do with the frequencies and the energy and the vibrations raising so high? Like why wouldn't we want to like harmonize and figure out who we are? It's not birth charts, it's what's the other thing that is I'm a manifesting generator. Look into like that stuff. Okay. And for these people in spirit, you know, I saw them sitting on a bench. Do they harmonize together well? You know what I see? I see one person being like, here you go. And the other person didn't even like have to ask or tell for something. Like, did they communicate and just like coexist telepathically and just like have their own rhythm of life? And were they very quiet? You know who they remind me of? Do they remind you of Courage the Cowardly Dog, like those grandparents? Hi, Kylie. Let's see if they do have a message. Tay, I'm just trying to like feel them out first, get their energy so I can like really dive in, because this is so amazing and cool that we can do this like over the internet, over like chat. Everything is just energy, but sometimes I'm like, I don't know, could be someone else's grandparents, could be my grandparents. But if your grandparents can like resemble the energy of like Courage Cowardly Dog's family, let me try and dig a little bit deeper. Grandma feels louder, which is surprising. And no, she's a little bit more particular than I kind of like pinged her for, this person. And if there were any messages, was she, I'm not sure if it's religious, but there's things that she wouldn't say. There's things that are inappropriate and like taboo. Was she like that? A word would be just like sweet and innocent. I'm trying to see what messages she has for you. That's not just something I'm going to pull out of the air. That's, you know, she loves you and she misses you. If anyone's watching, I didn't say that about your people in spirit. They do. They all love you. It's all love. It's all happy. And they do feel like they're happy, set, content. It feels like their transition together was kind of a long time coming, if that's okay to say. I don't know if one went a really long time, like without the other one. Spoke her mind, yeah. When I got the inkling hint that she was speaking her mind, I saw like lipstick and like someone coming at me where I was like, ooh, we're a little bit more feisty than I thought, where she would, like the energy of her coming at me would be telling me the right way to do something. Would be offering, you know, when you're at a like checkout and someone's like checking you out and you're wanting to make sure like they don't break your valuables. Was she very much like, you need to do this, you're doing that wrong, you're doing that incorrectly? That's the energy that I kind of got from her. And when you say speak her mind, does that mean like she very much thought about what she was going to say, and that it had been something that like nobody else is going to tell you, nobody else is going to think like to tell you that? You say yeah to something. Okay, now I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. See what messages she has for you. What is like jumping out, top of mind, top of chest for her. It does feel like happy, sweet, cute advice for you. She wants you to keep doing something. She wants you, it's like, yeah, you keep doing that. Is there something that you're doing that's like playing? Is there something that you're doing that brings you a lot of joy? And I think of like exercising. I think of, well, what I'm actually seeing is those like bicycle exercise machines. Is there something that you're just like letting yourself like do again, and it feels different and it feels fresh? She likes that newness for you. And it feels like she pops in your field a lot when you're needing something, when you're needing, like, what would she do? She's not against or upset about anything in your life. I don't know. That was a question that I thought to ask. And I'm gonna see what she has to say about your grandfather. She's like, oh, him? It feels like he was very habitual, that he didn't make a whole lot of change. And it also feels like he, at the same time, did a lot of stuff for her. So maybe she was just she wants it done yesterday. The energy that I get from him is he's more, I don't know if I want to say quiet, because there's two different energies there with that. There's like when he was older, and then probably like middle of life, majority of like who he was. So who he was feels like it's very much on the ball, doing things, not going to sit around, very much like get things done. And I see him being like really young, really tall. And then the energy for what I was feeling first is like he did it all. Like he had it all done. So like now he deserves to rest, and now he gets to rest. Hi, Amber. So hopefully that's helpful. Both of them are good. Both of them are happy. Let me know if you have any specific questions. And I'm just going to see what else like comes up, what else they want you to know. But they're not like super bubbly open. And I'm not really feeling like super bubbly open either. So you're welcome. I hope that helps. Everybody's good. Everybody's happy. And if we had a reading together, a private reading over the phone, it would be fun where I'd be like, she's mad at me. But I would have to just get her to warm up to me for a second, and then it would be all love. But thank you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for watching. If anybody's watching and you want a personal private reading with me over the phone, you can message me or do the stuff. The stuff is in my bio, but I appreciate you being here on TikTok, so I would like to give you a discount more than what I already have, because you might not know this, but the reason that I'm doing this live stream is to see how my puppy reacts to me like sitting down for a long amount of time. Because in my personal private readings, which most of them I've been trying to really promote text readings, which I still do for 22 bucks, you can text me on my Google Voice number, send in a question, connect to your whoever. I would say like your people in spirit like deserve more than like a full-on message about them like via text, but some people have been asking and it seems to have been working. And I also have email readings for $44. you can email me and I'll send you back a really long thing, which I kind of like more. It feels more comfy to like send you a book in an email versus like a long thing in a text. I also do personal private phone readings, and those are 10% off right now. But if you're watching, I would like to do that a little bit more, because even though I see a lot of other people doing this on TikTok lives with their tarot cards, I'd say really use your discernment, and you know that you have all of the answers that you need within you. And on Facebook, on my Jamie D Intuitive page is where I feel more comfy at home doing readings like that. This is a little bit scary. Hi, Corbin. How are you? 2 nights recently, something has happened in the house, and I'd love to know it's them. Do you have inkling or suspicion? It probably isn't a stranger or anything. I can like get on board with it being them or it being like your spirit guides. But if you think so, then I would say, yeah, absolutely. Play with them, you know, ask them to do more signs or do it again, or make the lights flicker, because your people in spirit, if like the love is so there and you're giving them so much energy and so much attention lovingly, like through your heart, with your heart, then things can happen. When I do readings like this, I'm a little bit far from my living room, but my TV clicks on and off, and has always clicked on and off when I do readings and such. And that makes me feel like, ooh, you know, I'm not making shit up. That's like, I love the signs. I love the little like glimmers of spirit being able to like peek through in like our world and our reality. And I feel like that's only just going to get amped up even more and even more. So if you're aware of it, then you can see like more visible signs and like have those more like visible feelings. And if you meditate or ask your people to show up in your dreams, then like that builds up even more and even more. It's like our whole entire lives we were unplugged from spirit, when that was not the case, not supposed to be the case at all. And everyone in spirit on the other side is like more and more and more and more. So that's my other rant. Isabel, let me see if there's anything else I can get for you, Isabel. I feel like that was... I was going to get to you next, right? Amber, you said, I haven't seen you in a very long time. I hope you and family are doing well. We are. I just got a new puppy. Corbin, you got a new puppy too. I've been watching some of your videos, and he has taken up my entire life, but we're all for it. Okay, Isabel. Thank you, Kylie, if you're still here. You sent me a rose. Amber, you sent me 3 roses. I didn't even see them. I was channeling spirit. I'm sorry. Corbin, I'll be booking readings soon. If you're thinking about booking, I highly recommend Jamie. That's so nice, Corbin. I'm excited for that. Okay, Isabel. Isabel, have we had readings? Your name, I mean, your energy is very familiar. This card popped up. Turtle time. All right, girl. I'm going to connect to your energy. I'm going to connect to your guides, and they're going to like open the door to let me know. I don't even know what your question was. Oh, anything that I see for you. Isabel, your energy is so familiar. Like, did we have a reading, or do you have sisters that had readings together with me years ago? Your energy reminds me of, I don't know, I just like somebody that I think that I know. Are you able to do spirit guide readings for people's children? Yeah, probably. First one. Okay, I'm reading your stuff. Kylie, you needed to see my face today? Oh, that's so nice. I woke up this morning being like, I guess we're gonna do live readings. I guess that's what Spirit wants me to do. Okay. Isabel, when I was connecting to your energy, your guides were showing me like a carousel, like a horse carousel spinning round and round. And I didn't know what that meant, so I just got distracted. It feels like know that it's like you're in the middle of the carousel. Everything's spinning, everything's working, everything has its own like gravity around you. Know that like you're a center, you are the sunshine, you are, I don't know your text. Okay, know that you're orchestrating everything. It actually feels like that. Like you are the gravity. You are the like. I'm gonna like give you the compliment and say like breath of fresh air. You are the like orchestrator. And so I feel like you're really honed in. Have you ever seen like Avatar? Have you ever thought of like be so cool to like manipulate the wind, the water? Do you feel like really connected to nature? There's more about you like for that. It's like you're stepping into your prime, your essence, your beauty. You don't need the like permission slips to do spirit work or like to connect with the spirit or like connect with nature. It feels like you're meant to be doing like more for that. Know that you're not making things up. It's like you see things in your head and it's like, okay, cool, what do I do with that? You know, picture of a butterfly or whatever. Take that and like run with it. It's like spirit is initiating you for something and you're not meant to be like, who, me? You're just meant to be like, get up and go. Something about like elementals and like outside stuff. I feel like really strongly about that for you, Isabel. Let me see what else. I also hear like change is coming, but it's good change. Change of energy, change of how you feel, change of how you see, change of how you see yourself, and like I want to say like who represents you, but like how you represent yourself feels like the change. So maybe somebody is like a catalyst that like comes into your life, or it's just like really inspiring and like helps you. Maybe it's me. Just kidding. That's what I was asking your spirit guides. I know it's not. I was just kidding. I was just kidding, guys. I'm being silly. I don't mean to interject and like cut myself off, and that kind of embarrassed me. That was the like haha thought. Let me see what else is about. Yeah, this feels like a whole initiation time for you. So just like go with it. And anybody who's watching is like, oh, I wish they would pick me and like have my own like change or like spiritual breath of fresh air, fresh start. Yes, absolutely. Start that now. Get off this live stream and like go start that. Being like whoever the heck that you want to be. I'm really excited for you, Isabel. This is like the part in the movies where, and then she found out, and then she realized something, and then like she never ever, whatever again. I like that for you, Isabel. I would say keep beating at your own drum. Keep being like your own spark, because there's something inside you that feels like it was activated recently that's going to like fuel you into, I see you just like going off into the distance. So I hope that helps. You do love Avatar and nature. Oh my God, that's not random. Anything that you love, that you're like obsessed with, or like brings you joy, or you loved watching as a kid. Like I really love the dinosaur shit. I love Jurassic World and Park and Littlefoot. I love all of that. I don't know why. Maybe it's like past life stuff, but like those things that you like and you love, there's little nuggets for you in this life. Jamie, it's whatever, girl. Leave a comment, whatever. I don't know how much longer I will be doing this, but this is all just fun. Hi, Kim. Kim, you said I predicted your marriage 5 years ago. That is like frowned upon, but it's fun for me. Like with my girly friends, especially Crystal, if you're still watching, I'm like, he looks like this guy, so go find that guy. And it's like, not that guy. Taylor, you said any messages come through for me having a tough time mentally, emotionally lately. What I will share is the energy just, what's today? What is today? Last week. The energy last week completely flipped upside down in the best way ever. And so if you're having a hard time right now, is it because we're holding on to the way that things used to be or were? Think about the way that like things could be. This is everybody's like fresh leaf. This is like the collective world's fresh leaf. And I don't know if you were able to see this, but actually probably not, because this was like an hour ago now. The collective message that Spirit gave me today was, we are all like really heavy ass statues, or just like pretend that like we're a ton weighing statue. And for us to like move where we are in life would be kind of impossible. Like we can't move a mountain like that. But what you can do is internally make all the changes that you do want, so that like, and also externally, like change your perspective and the way that you see things. Then Spirit is going to magically, magnetically, you know, whatever, move you as the statue exactly where you need to be. That was the collective message metaphor that I got, that's like relevant for yesterday and today and tomorrow. To just like, hey, having a hard time in your life, make sure it wasn't yesterday. In this now, like 99% of the time, we're okay. There's no danger, there's no fire, there's no like thing that we absolutely have to do. So why are we feeling like stress and dread about so many different things? In this moment, in this now, and like in every now and every moment, you are okay. So like feel that and embody that, so that Spirit can move all of things for you in your life, and so that your people in Spirit, every single reading of somebody in Spirit, they show me how they're manigling and figuring things out and pulling strings. And I'm always like, I hope that's true. Like, interesting, you guys think that you're doing like 100% of the work, but we're seeing like 1%. It's probably because we're fighting against the current. But if you let Spirit and your ancestors like move you and just like go with the flow and like feel good and work on your stuff when you're not feeling good, you'll have a much easier time and easier life, especially now. I feel so passionate about that because some of the people that I speak to are still complaining about the old stuff, myself included, of course. But guys, this energy has never ever been here. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what I have been preaching and sharing about this fucking moment, like right now, like this week and last week. Next week might be even better, or like a different story where we're trying to like, you know, juggle different stuff. But this energy right now, like this is it. Okay, so that's my spiel. Let's get back. Corbin, I see you. Yeah, Taylor, you are so welcome. What I do is like get out in nature, get on YouTube. There was a video that I shared on YouTube recently. I think it's like a short video, but that might be helpful as well. I don't remember what it was, but it feels like Spirit is reminding me of that. So like look at YouTube, Jamie D Intuitive, but like while you're on there, look for like other like happy, inspiring, maybe things. I really like Bashar. That always like peps me up. Daryl Inca channeling Bashar, or some other like genre that's like collective stuff going on right now might really pep you up. The other thing that I was going to say, oh, and the reason that I feel like Spirit wanted me to share that video was our entire lives, life has been kind of rigged to go against us. And if you've been true like to yourself and like beat of your own drum, maybe you're not having like such a tough time. But if you've been like having a tough time, it feels like recently that stuff's kind of quiet down to where we're our own teacher, we're our own light source essence now, where we haven't been our entire lives, except when we were children, until somebody like pulled the plug from that, of like us playing and having fun and expressing ourselves. So now you have freedom to do whatever you want, feel however you want. Make sure you're clearing the cobwebs and the skeletons from the past, because this new energy now is so good, and you're gonna miss it if we're feeling bumping shoulders with everybody else. It's like not even awake or conscious or whatever. So I hope that helps. Yay, D. You said, I feel what you're saying applies to manifestation too, letting Spirit co-create with you. Absolutely. Okay, Corbin. Kylie, you said, I'm still dealing with one person with a very dark energy. How do I rise above that? Shine brighter, outshine them, outgrow them. Don't really let them be a sore spot in your story. Just like if they have to be a part of your story, Just don't give them the attention. Just, you know, focus on you and be brighter. I'm going to share something personal. My boyfriend, I had a reading recently and they asked a similar question, like, can I get them to change? And it was like, no, but you can do this. My boyfriend was going from like job to job to job to job. I don't really care because it looks like I'm at home all day anyways, you know, doing psychic readings and stuff like that. But instead of letting his energy like come to me, I would just be super illuminating myself, super pulling back my energy and just like shining so bright so that eventually, not too much longer, like they were able to feel that energy and like lift themselves up. So I feel like, Kylie, for you, if there are like big Debbie Downers or people that we don't like in our life or people that are bringing us down, just like cut off the cord. If they have to be there, they'll stay there, but don't let them be like taking anything from you. And sometimes like forgiveness, forgiving them and doing like the shadow work of, there was somebody that triggered me. My boyfriend's coming inside, so don't tell him that I was. Hi.
Hey, beautiful. How we going?
Good. You got some stuff?
Yeah, I did get some stuff. We got another filter.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, 'cause I know we're gonna need that here pretty soon. And a little wire thing for this side.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Alright. Let me get out your way.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm live streaming, but I'll finish up.
No, take your time.
Okay.
Take your time. Do your thing.
The thing that I was going to say about trigger work was shadow trigger work, Kylie, that might help you was, does this person irritate the hell out of you because there's something within us that like needs to be faced or forgiven? My sister, she was like my trigger person, and I would write down like, I hate how she's selfish. I hate how she's mean, you know. I can't remember the words, but it was like my triggers. And then I would take that and be like, sometimes I'm selfish and I forgive that part in me. So maybe like there's something there for you about that too, Kylie. Okay, Corbin, I'm sorry if you're still here. You actually just began shadow work. I know, he's so nice. Yay, Taylor. Okay. Corbin, is you still here? Yay. You are one of my friends that I can get on speed dial because we've had so many readings. I feel like I could get your mom's energy on speed dial too because we've had a couple of readings. Let's see what's going on with you. It's personal, is that fine? You know what I see? I see us like pushing away and being like, not now, stop. So if anybody in family is causing, I know you asked about career, but I'm just gonna like smooth over things while I can. If anybody is not, and this feels like it applies for me and boyfriend as well. If anybody is really triggering you and like making matters worse, making problems worse, it's okay. Let it be. Remove yourself. You know what your guides are showing me? Really good example is maybe it's husband, because I felt like so when I asked you that is personal. Is husband like making... Okay, I was seeing from spirit, like, you know, extension cords, how like if you don't put them up perfectly, they get like all twisted in knots and whatever. Spirit was like, let the twist and the knots happen. It's not going to be the end of the world. It's not going to be the end of the day. Like, it's fine. Let that happen. It feels like you being able to be at peace with this and that and this and that, and like having your own peace. You need that again. We need to like fill our cup up, but fill it up with peace. Come back to who you really are, your center, your home. Be okay in your body. My puppy's eating my chair. That's what you needed. So your question was something about career stuff. Let me see. Oh, and I feel like the way that you are, and maybe you've always done like real estate stuff differently, But I feel like do that differently now. I feel like a routine record that I've probably said that before, but I'm going to say it again because that's what Spirit's giving me. Do it differently. Do it more personable. Do it more, but it's personal, but it's like easy access to where can people, I know this isn't like your realm or your problem, but like when people have like open houses, can you be like so warm but also like detached? What I mean by detached is like give them their space and like absent. So it feels like when we ask about career stuff, that real estate is changing, but it's meant to change in a more harmonious, beautiful way. Not saying it's not, I don't really know what it's doing, but you being more like personable and warm, but like not needing anything feels like the jumping off point, like the part that like the piece of information like helps you like jump off into the like 5D realm of real estate, because real estate's always going to be needed and essential and important. But in the past, I'm not saying this because I don't really know, I did, you know, have some of your help with real estate stuff, and I love the way that you do things. I'm like, oh my god, like that's so sweet, that's so nice, that's so thoughtful. But the way that it's been done in the past, you know, the people that we know about, they can keep doing it this way, but you're meant to do it this way, and it's meant to change and evolve in a way that feels, we want that, we need that, we're excited for it. So I don't know if that makes sense, but follow your like small ideas, your small intuitions. And also when you're watching TV or when you're going on about your day, be really open and open your mind is what your guys are saying. Open your perception, perspective, perception to being, you know, when like you make a lot of TikTok videos, or you just have like all of those creative juices flowing. I feel like we need to get those creative juices flowing so that you see how real estate or whatever you want to do is shifting, is growing, is moving into a direction that feels good, that's invigorating, that's exciting. Yay, someone's in my fan club. Is it Erin? Yay, thank you. I feel like that is helpful for you, because what I see now, and I'll share this, I kind of shared it with you before, just now. We're in this like valley of what's going on, what's changing, what's shaping, what's whatever. My puppy's eating my chair and it's distracting. And where you inevitably end up is like at the top of this mountain, you know, living your best life. And it looks really scary to get like all the way up there, but it's through you like pulling back and being like peaceful that you just like find yourself up there. I don't think you were here for Spirit's metaphor collective download today. I'll just share it one more time for maybe Erin or someone who's missing it. Spirit was saying that you are a full-on ton-weighing statue, and all you can do is change how you feel, what's going on in your inside, and what you're seeing and how you're seeing it. What Spirit does is fixes or adjust you to be like matching up to, oh, my puppy is distracting me so much. I'm trying to get him not chew on the chair because it's not even a good habit. These are chairs that my mom built, and I don't want him chewing on them. So the Spirit guide message was like, all that we can do is work on our inner stuff and change the way that we see. And Spirit's job, source, God, whatever you want to call it, does 100% of the behind the scenes big changes that moves that mountain for you. So I feel like that's relevant. Erica, I'm sorry. Erica, Erin. I believe I called you Erin. Okay. If you're still watching, send in your question. Send in your favorite animal so that I can show you a theme probably about your entire life. And if not, I might go soon. If you want to do a private reading with me and you're watching here on the live stream, it's very nice of you. Send me a message and I would like to do a super discounted reading with you. You can find all of the links on my stuff in my stuff. And I do phone text readings, I do email readings, and I do over the phone, mostly primarily readings. But yeah, this was me trying to be like, is my puppy dog gonna be good? Can I do like phone readings like full on again? And I got some of your feedback that like, no, the noises in the background don't bother me. But I'm like, oh, it bothers me. It bothers me because it doesn't always break my concentration, but sometimes I'm like, where can, like the last reading, we were connecting to someone's dog and spirit, and like my puppy is like barking and stuff in the background. I was like, I'm so sorry, we're crying about your dog while my dog's like rubbing it in your face. The discount, Erica, right now they're 10% off. Oh, and if you do a text or email reading with me, I give you a 40% off discount. So that would be cool. But right now, I don't know, I think I said 40, 50% off. Because why not? Georgie, hold on. Come here, baby. Maybe he woke up from his puppy nap. Or maybe he peed on his blanket. Did you guys see that? Okay. I think I'm gonna get back to my puppy life. It was, oh, Amber, I don't know if there's a pig. Let me look up a pig and a puppy. Or a dog. Erica, I know there is a dog in here. It's Loyalty. I don't think that there's a pig because a pig is like my third favorite animal. And HI, no pig. But for the dog, Erica, Loyalty. Message from the dog. Be a loyal partner, friend, lover, and family member. The pack is stronger when its members are loyal to each other. The spirit of the dog is a loyal companion. This card reminds you that loyalty and accountability are important qualities. Remember your commitment and stick to them. They are guiding you on your path. It is also important to be loyal to those who helped you in the past. They may be the ones who need your help now in return. Maybe that's a theme for you in your life. Hi, Marissa. It's nice seeing you too, Corbin. I'm going to jump off unless you guys tell me what your favorite animal is. Then I will show you this beautiful oracle deck and a message from them. Or if there's an animal that you've seen recently. And while I'm doing that, let me distract my puppy because I don't want him to eat these chairs. But he doesn't know. He doesn't know what he doesn't know. Come, baby. Do you guys want to see my puppy? Hi, Cody. Let me show you. He's a 3-month-old golden doodle. His name is Georgie. Look. He's so cute. He still has puppy breath. But he also eats cat poop. He's a cutie. I love him because it looks like he's smiling. Always. Doesn't it look like he's smiling? He is adorable. He's still teething really bad. But he's good at taking naps when I can sit down. I just don't sit down a lot. And it's probably potty time. So yeah. This is the reason that my life has been on hold. Ooh, but I'm okay with that. Because he's worth it. Look how big he's getting. He's a good boy. Okay, guys. This was good fun. Just drinking my blueberry water. I'm wanting to do these more on Facebook, in my Facebook group, Jamie D Intuitive. It's where I feel more comfy. But thank you for being here. Gotta get my baby girl from summer school. See you soon. Bye, Amber. And the puppy is awake. It's getting a little chaotic. But on Facebook is where I was gonna embrace the chaos and just whatever. Maybe in a few hours tonight. So join my page or whatever it is, Jamie the Intuitive. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your Monday. Have a good day. Instead of turning the camera off, I'm just gonna, I don't know. But go if you need to go. Oh, and if you want to tell me your favorite animal, I will read those. Someone's favorite animal was a cat. Okay, congratulations. Come here, Georgie. Come here, baby. He got a bath yesterday. He got his first bath yesterday. All right, you ready? You can trust me, you know. You can trust me, you know. I will never hurt you on purpose. I will make sure you're always safe, little Georgie. You ready? You ready? I got you. I got you, baby. Now you're back on the ground. You go potty? Okay. He's so cute. He's so cute. And my Cloister is cute too. Hey, we all right? Can you come up here? It's okay. I just got too many distractions. Can you guys see my big doggy? That's my Cloister. He is a very good boy. He is tolerating this puppy very well. Yeah. Alright. We're gonna go potty. Let's go potty. Let's go potty. Okay. Bye for now, friends. Oh, someone's favorite elephant is, or someone's favorite animal is an elephant. That's my niece's favorite elephant. Let's see what that is about. Are you still here, Marisa? Elephant. Resoluteness. Message from the elephant. Keep a steady pace and don't give up. You can overcome any obstacle. The elephant is certainly a strong and powerful creature, but even bigger than its strength is its steadiness. Yes, the elephant can charge and hit, but thanks to its resoluteness and determination, it easily overcomes obstacles. Cool. And if you're still here from your cat, somebody said they like kitty cats. Message from the cat. You are self-sufficient and sovereign being. You don't need to depend on anyone or anything else to achieve happiness in your life. Okay. Thanks for being here, Marissa, and everybody else. All right, I'm going to go take care of my puppies.